Kia ora Aotearoa, Lewis Ferris here with the National Weather Update as we move through Wednesday into Thursday. So starting here around midday on Wednesday, we do have some wind and rain driving into those central parts of the country. We do have this trough moving over the North Island. It's going to bring some showers, but we're going to be keeping our eye on the fronts making their way up the east coast of the North Island. So we can see as we move through the afternoon, it does settle down around the South Island, some more clear skies. Some of that rain still lingering in those sort of Kaikoura region, but moving across the North Island, quite messy as that trough moves across, brings some potential for some rain, maybe some heavier showers sprinkled around as well, but we are still keeping an eye on those fronts out east. Moving into Thursday morning, we can see that trough does move basically off the mainland, so people will wake up to clearer skies as it comes into Thursday morning, but that rain setting in those eastern parts of the North Island. And taking a look at those morning temperatures, not overly cold really anywhere around the country. We are getting down to single digits around the South Island. Across the North Island, mainly around those double digits into the low teens as well. Clicking forward, we are going to look at this heavy rain around Wairoa and the Gisborne region. There is a heavy rain watch in force that may see some parts of that upgraded to an orange warning before the end of today, or potentially just remain on that watch. Around the South Island, clear skies thanks to that high pressure moving in from the Tasman Sea. Now taking a closer look around the North Island, so it is really going to be most of that weather occurring on these eastern sides because we have a southwesterly flow moving across the island, which is going to mean mainly clear skies around those western and northern regions. But it is this rain we're keeping an eye on around Wairoa and Tairāwhiti as well, with that potential for some heavy rain in the mix. And this is where the cloud is going to be as well, around sort of the Wairoa up to Hawke's Bay region. So end of the day, pretty clear and sunny, not really sunny anymore in that sort of western and northern part, but cloudy and wet in those eastern parts. And temperatures tomorrow, still sitting around the 20s up into the mid-20s, a little bit cooler down in Wellington, 17 degrees, thank you to those cool southerlies. Even along those eastern coasts, still managing to get around that 20-degree mark with that wind and that potential for rain as well. Overnight, also not really going to be very cold, most places staying in those double digits, maybe even 16 degrees around Tauranga. And as we look down to the South Island, we can see there is going to be some drizzle around the Christchurch up into the Kaikoura coast regions to start off the day, that cloud in the mix as well. But as we get further into Thursday, into the afternoon, we are going to see that cloud start to dissipate thanks to that sun. And basically through the afternoon and evening, it is almost looking completely clear of cloud around the South Island. A wonderful day in the mainland. So by the evening, pretty clear skies. Looking at those temperatures throughout the daytime, still basically hanging around that 20-degree mark, and overnight, again, not getting overly cold. Here around Timaru, maybe dipping down to 8 degrees, but we're not really in that frost territory just yet, or at least on Friday morning. If I can hit the clicker, we'll move forward and take a brief look at Friday. Still some wet weather lingering around that sort of northeastern coast of the North Island. Around the South Island, looking clear again, some showers maybe just ticking up around parts of Fiordland. There is some inland showers that do look to pop up in the sort of afternoon, evening hours of the North Island on Friday, but generally skies are looking pretty clear by the end of Friday. That's all from me now. For more information, head to metservice.com.